My office was called about 6:30 this morning by the Lexington Fayette Urban County Fire Department. We've responded to Tates Creek Road and Parliament, which is out past New Circle, between New Circle and Man of War. We have a 4-vehicle collision. From what I understand, a Mitsubishi was traveling outbound, we believe at a high rate of speed, swerved to miss an S10 pickup truck that was turning from Parliament inbound on Tates Creek Road. At that point, the Mitsubishi clipped an inbound Mercedes and then was T-boned by a Chrysler that was also traveling inbound. We have 2 drivers from 2 different vehicles, obviously, that has been transported. I'm not sure about their conditions. We have one dead white male who was a passenger in the Mitsubishi. At this point, the only thing that I can see that might be a contributing factor is just the fact of, from what I understand in statements, that this was the inbound Mitsubishi, which as the passenger that died was traveling at a high rate of speed. I don't see any alcohol, I don't see any evidence of any type of drug, paraphernalia, anything of that nature. So at this point, what we'll do is we will transport this gentleman to our office. I'll take the body fluids, blood, urine, and do a toxicology test in order to find out cause of death, or if there was any type of illicit drugs or alcohol. At this point, looking at the deceased, it appears that he died from just a blunt impact. There's not that much as far as external injuries to him, so obviously there must be quite a bit of internal, and there was a pretty good void in the Mitsubishi car. Questions?
How was the driver of the Mitsubishi?
Again, I don't know.
Transported?
Yeah, the driver of the Mitsubishi was transported, and the driver of the Chrysler was transported. The Mercedes and the S10 both are giving statements to the police officer about the investigation.
Seatbelts at all that you know of?
I asked about my passenger who has died, and at this point he was not wearing a seatbelt. There was no belt on him. The officer actually reached in order to take his pulse, and there was no belt, and was able to get his arm and didn't find the pulse.
Such a sad thing, you know. We wake up and go to work on every Tuesday morning, and we just think, you know, never get any points.
And my deceased person appears to be exactly doing that, traveling to work, looked to be a pretty hard worker. Again, traveling to work, and I'd rather be a little bit late than to not be there at all. But obviously, our accident reconstruction folks will be here for a while, so when you all are out telling people, you need to let people know that they need to avoid this area of Tates Creek.